at every turn in the system is really that carbon cycle and the water cycle are the dominant cycles we're interfacing with. The water cycle, what I love about the water is the wonderful molecule of water, the basically the two hydrogens attached to that oxygen, and how that molecule then wants to talk to itself, the universal solvent, how it interacts with other molecules, and the fact that really it's just the magic Mickey Mouse molecule. And magic indeed it is. And then as we get into the noun of water, if you will, the thing of water, the liquid, the solid, the vapor, and the process and the fact that it's a nuclear powered desalinization process where sunlight that's turning hydrogen into helium 93 million miles away comes down and kicks off processes of either evaporation off of oceans and land or evapotranspiration with plants and kicks in these cycles. And what's interesting is that the total volume of water on planet water has basically been finite for pushing 4 billion years now. So you could think the noun of water is finite, but the fact that water goes through phase state changes and morphs and evolves and moves around, the verb of water is basically infinite, or at least it has been for, again, 4 billion years on the planet. And so participating in some of these interactions with the water cycle is really honoring how do you protect the quality of the finite noun in that transition and the quantity of the noun while you also interact with the avaricious and dynamic verb, like now that the verb of the cycle raining on top of us here in a drought year versus last year, we got lots of it and such. One thing that is interesting is in thinking about ourselves as waterlings, or I would argue you all are bipedal sacs of saline solution, is really recognizing that we're amphibians, and for 9 months we're basically 100% water as fetus in the water sac, and then the water breaks and you're born, and basically not just humans but all life forms as we know it by volume when they're actively alive are mostly water. And the older you get, the less by volume water you are, and death is a function of dehydration to some degree. So we're a sac of saline solution on a carbon frame, and so life as we know it atomically is based on carbon, but by volume we're mostly water. And when I really am interested in reconnecting sustainability and regenerative systems, the carbon cycle and the water cycle are the two primary cycles I think it's most